My colleague Elaine Reyes spoke to Ari Zoldan. He's the chief of Quantum Media Group, and he provided his view on why social media users are shifting their attention towards the countryside.
People, I think, quite frankly, are tired of the Kardashians. So what you're looking at here is somewhat of a paradigm shift where people are looking for unique, real, and genuine content, and these influencers are delivering that.
Well, and there are so many people trying to make an impact online. What has been the best way to make yourself stand out, and what topics do you think have seen the most success?
Sure, I think as real and as honest as you could be, and when your personality comes out, couple that with the truth, you find yourself in a very, very unique and also vulnerable position, and people like that. People are starting to gravitate towards non-scripted reality. So they're interested in reality, but they're interested in something that's very, very genuine. So obviously, things that people don't ordinarily see, like people in rural China that are working very hard, are trying to also make it up that ladder. That's a real story, and it really resonates with a lot of people.
And possibly something that you don't see all the time, or something that's completely opposite of what you have in life. Is that right?
100%. I mean, here, especially in America, quite frankly, it's a lot of regurgitated garbage. It's the same thing, and everything is basically scripted. So when you go overseas, you do get some sort of real reality content that, like what you said, Americans don't get to see.
Now, some people think that anybody can be an internet celebrity. At this point, you don't really have to have any formal training or education. How big of a business has this become?
Well, what we call them is the makers and the creators and the innovators. So the business itself is huge, because what's happening is that corporate America, or corporate China, if you will, are starting to follow these influencers because they've got the eyeballs. So there's dollars behind that. But the problem with that also is that it starts to get watered down as well. So when you match the two, and once the corporate dollars start coming in, you'll typically see a degradation in the quality of the content too. So if you're out there and you're genuine and you're real, and you do position yourself as somewhat vulnerable, it seems to be the secret sauce of success there.
What do you think we can expect from China's next generation, and when it comes to their demands and their desires, and how have they changed the rules for the consumer market?
Sure. Well, they're moving the needle. I mean, they're walking around 24/7 with the most powerful piece of technology that's ever been created, and that's the mobile phone. And I think what's interesting, if you think about the iPhone, right? The I is all about, I, very American-centric. And if you think about WeChat, it's more collaborative. And I think that where the Chinese market is going is, well, I hope they're not going towards the I, and they're going to continue to focus towards the we and the WeChat platforms of the world. But I think that there's opportunities for the younger generation to be able to really continue to become more expressive and more open and more vulnerable. So you're only going to see that trend, especially with the continuing emergence of social media. They currently have a billion people right now on social media, and that's only going to continue to grow.